Hi guys, Rachel with Spunky Misfit Girl here, and today we've got this super cute double-sided project that was inspired by Liz, the paper project, and I had a little bit of a time trying to figure out how to do her tutorial, but we got there, and in the end I think it was a really fun project, and so hopefully we can do it today, step by step, one thing at a time, and it will work out really nicely for you. So I am going to show you what it looks like. We are making this out of a 12 by 12 piece of paper. I am using double-sided, but this is a project where you could use single-sided very easily and it would still look very nice. And I will show you exactly what that will look like. So I just want to show you what it looks like first. Two sides. There are two sides to this project, right? There's a front side and there's a back side, and they both open up. They both have little, Liz used Velcro, I believe, but I don't like Velcro, so I subbed it out for this cute little policy closure, and that is what we will do today. I think it looks nice, and it's just easier for me to make too. So both sides of this little guy open up. The first side has flaps that open up. You have 3 pockets that are attached here, right? And then I added a little pocket here that has a little guy tucked inside. And there is also a pocket in between the structural pieces here that I have just a tag that has its own pocket on there. With the tab. And then I actually stuffed this little guy in here too. I didn't fill up the other pockets yet, but that is what your one inside looks like. And that is where, if you're using a single-sided piece of paper, this will be white. This is the only place that you see the other side of your paper. So if you wanted to use single-sided, you're going to be covering up most of it with pockets anyway. I am going to continue to use double-sided just because that's me. So this is the other side of your project, and that opens up to just a little ephemera holder accordion thingy guy that is pretty fun and easy to make. And that is just going to need 2 pieces of some kind of 8.5 by 11. You probably could use A4 pretty easily too, but 8.5 by 11. This was just regular old copy paper. Today I'm going to use craft paper that's 8.5 by 11. And we're going to keep this actually open and close by. Apologies if you can hear the washing machine. I'm hoping it's quiet enough and I'm loud enough, but it is running in the background at the moment, so we will just try to ignore it. And the first thing that I'm gonna do is score my paper. Okay, so I have chosen this very pretty 12 by 12. It is from the Vintage Memories paper pack that I love. I have only thus far found it at Joann. I think Michael's also sells it, but it's a lot more expensive. So first thing we're going to do is we are going to put this at 6 and we're going to score it. And I'm using my cutting board still because my scoreboard is wonky. I don't know. It's caused me some problems the last couple of times I tried to use it, so I've got to figure it out still. So I have this upright the way I want it, and I'm scoring in the middle at 6 inches. And then I am going to turn it just once to the left, and I am going to score at 4.5. And at 9, and this is actually making really big score lines with this bone folder. So I think I'm just gonna keep it to 1 this time around. Okay, so I think that is about right. Yeah, that looks good. So 4.5 and 9, 6 inches, and then 4.5 and 9. And so now you've got these 6 spaces. I'm going to just go ahead and make my folds and give them some creases so that we can get this to where we want it to have our outer structure. And what we're looking for is kind of these 4 really to be about the same size, right? These 4 are the same size. And do my middle fold as well. Okay, so all my folds are good. And then all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this, my small piece, and this score line right here, I'm gonna just cut to that middle spot. And I'm actually gonna give myself just a little bit of an extra teeny tiny space in the middle between those so that they'll fold properly. Okay, because those are gonna become my flaps. Okay, and so then what we're gonna wanna do is the paper that you want to show on the inside. Okay, so I want this one to be my outside. Is that right? So we're gonna fold it in half first. Yep, that is right. Okay, because what's gonna happen is this is gonna come up. This one's gonna come down. And so is this one on the top. I think we need to cut this guy too. Right? So that we can get our flaps that go up as well. Yep. Let's do that too, you guys. It's okay. Okay. And that is going to give us exactly what we want. Right? So, let's do that again just to make sure. So we're gonna cut, and actually let's trim this. I'm gonna trim this a little bit. And I think I'm also going to just trim a little bit off of my bottom flaps because they're both a bit too long. I might actually go for a little more off of the one that goes for the ephemera folder, but let's get this done first. Okay, so your paper that you want to show goes on the inside, and then we're gonna fold up our bottom flaps, give those nice scores, and down our bottom flaps, or top flaps on both sides. And that is gonna give us very nicely, oh, isn't that so cute and easy, our adorable little structure. And I am going to round my corners next on this guy, just because I think that's so cuter. And this will be the stage also to ink things up, okay? Before we get doing some gluing. So I'm gonna see, I don't know, this paper is not super needing to be inked, at least on this side. I think it maybe even can live without it, but let's give it a little bit of a go here and see. It's also something that probably at least on my ephemera side, yeah. Okay, so if you, I mean, depending on what you want to do, I'm going to do this as my pocket side, I think. So, okay, so what we want to do here, actually, there's one piece still. So depending on which side you want to be your pocket side, right? So I think I'm going to go with this guy. I like that little script there. I'm going to want to do, oh dear, if I do, okay, I'm going to just be going backward, right? If I do that from my other, yeah, I kind of like that though anyway. So what I'm going to do, so you want to choose one of the two middle sections to give a notch for your pocket. So I am actually going to do my pocket on the opposite side as I did before and do that notch in that one. So I'm going to give that some ink because I'm going to glue that, okay? So that's going to be my, where my middle pocket goes for the pocket flap side of things here, right? So my pockets are going to face the other way from my sample, which is okay. That's actually good. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's not going to change a lot. So I am going to give the inside of this guy some ink because you're going to see it. I kind of want, yeah, I think I'm going to round my corners here too, actually. So let's do that. Okay. Looking good. These are so cute. Once I figured it out, very, very fun to make. Although actually, I kind of like the idea. So I think Liz did not cut extra except for on the ephemera side, but I actually like the look. You'll see I cut mine on both sides on that bottom flap. And I think I'm gonna do that again. So bear with me, I just inked that and I didn't need to. And so what I'm gonna do is actually get this bottom flap about an inch, maybe slightly less this time. So I thought it was a little bit big. And then I'm gonna give both of those bottom flaps also some rounded corners. Okay. But not like that. Those little corner rounders sometimes are, I have a better one that lives at my other desk. Sometimes this style is really just kind of a pain in the butt. They don't really do things perfectly. Okay, so this is going to be our pocket side. And actually, this is still bugging me. Bear with me. See if I can get it. I don't know if it's going to make a difference. I might have to use my other one. Okay. So, pockets. So now we've got our guy here, and that is so what we're gonna wanna do is glue that guy. So I am just gonna open it up just like this so you can see exactly how this is gonna work. And I'm gonna glue it just along the sides here. And that's gonna form our interior pocket in the middle like that. And I'm just gonna bring him down back over that way. And hopefully that's a really simple way that you'll see exactly how that structure fits together and not get confused. Okay, and so the next thing we're gonna do, so you're gonna want another piece of paper for your pockets. So I pulled another piece of 12 by 12 because we are gonna make pockets for this whole thing. I kind of like this, this scripty stuff, and I am just gonna cut this down so that it fits inside here and will be the right size for my pockets. Okay. Yeah. Cutting that guy. I'm gonna keep that guy because I'm probably gonna use him. Okay, and then that is gonna be ready for my pockets for this middle. And I think before I get too deep into making pockets, what I'd like to do is make my closures so that my closures have a little bit of time to dry before it comes to putting them on. However, what needs to happen also is I need to decorate my outside pockets. I'm gonna need to know what's gonna go on my outside pockets before I can decide what is gonna go on my closures, right? So I'm gonna make 4 1-inch circles, and then I'm going to need to figure out, I do like this, but I don't like it over the script on that side, and it is, I think I would prefer it to be the full length, and I'm short. So I'm gonna have to use a piece from my other side here. So I want it to be about this big. Or maybe I should use this. I could use this for my closures too, and it would be pretty, I think. Or I could do it this way for my decorative pieces and then use this. I don't know if I have enough left over. I don't think they're big enough for that to be my top. I do like that. I didn't cut it straight though. Let's try again. Ooh. It'll be just a little skinnier. Okay. I think I might actually, no, I don't like that. I like it up here. So I did kind of big ones. I did bigger ones for the last guy, and actually kind of liked that because this top flap is so big. I'm gonna try cutting a larger one and see how I think about that. I think this handwriting is not quite straight, and that's part of the reason I struggling with this paper a little bit because it just feels a bit wonky. Okay. Yeah, it feels like it's not straight again. Okay. But that's okay. We're gonna live with it. I can see that being very nice, but what will we want to put? Ooh, I have some cute ones here that are plainer that could make a nice addition to this. Let's look. What about that one? I think I like that. What do you guys think? I've got some others that are not, oh, that's maybe better. Yeah? These funny little papers. I keep liking the next one better. I think I'm gonna go with that one. And I think I might, well, actually, it's nice to have something slightly different on the two sides because then you know which is which, right? So I did a different, I made the closures basically the same, but I did a different, ooh, oh, I love that. Oh, you guys, okay, this was just a scrap that was sitting on my desk and it's from a 6x6, so it's exactly perfect width. So I was just saying that it's nice to do different decorations on each side because that way you can identify your ephemera holder versus your pocket side. I want to skinny it down a little bit? Yeah, I think just a tiny bit more. Be like, yay much. Okay. I think that's my size. And so then, let's see, because I don't think that's gonna go with that one. So it's about the same size. It is. So if we do this one on one side, actually, now that it's a circle, tiny circle, I'm finding that too light. How funny is that? I liked it when it was a full piece of paper, but then maybe I'll do some stamping like I did on the other ones, and that'll make it stand out. Okay, so we're not going to use those though. So we need to decide what goes on top of that other paper too. This guy. What are we gonna like for a top with this one? I don't know. Now I don't trust my eyeballs here because I'm chopping up all these papers. and I don't like it. Making circle holes in all of them. Maybe these are not the thing for that. Just not working for me. What about this guy? I think he's a little too brown. I've got this guy. That's kind of pretty, but I think it's a little too much maybe. Just looking for something that's kind of not super busy. It's gonna fit the color scheme nicely. And I just don't know what that is. That guy could be cool. That decorative paper is so beautiful. And I like how it looks against this one, but It's hard to find something that goes against it. And we need to know this before we can make our closures. Ooh. Okay, I actually think I do like this one. Let me see if that's big enough though to make my circle, and make a circle, and then we'll see. My washing machine has such a nice beep, doesn't it? Beep-boo, beep-boo. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Ooh, or maybe that. Maybe I should go with that side. Or just a regular old book page might be. Okay, I like that. I'm happy. But also I was putting this scrap up against this too. And that's very nice as well. Very pretty against this. Ugh. I'm changing my mind. It's also the right width. The thing is too, I didn't really want to cover up this pretty guy here. So now I have a lot of extra that I don't know. I like that. I could even see just leaving that the way it is because it's so pretty. La, 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 la. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna make, because I don't know what in the world I would put as a closure over this. Maybe we could use this on the inside. I don't know if that's gonna look as nice. It's just really nice out here. Now that one could, oh, yeah, I like that. Down at the bottom as an accent in between. And then what? Still this? Maybe. Maybe. This guy, that was the first one I made. Yeah, let's make one of those. Okay, so we're gonna make a couple closures like this, and I spent a long time on that, so I apologize because this project is gonna take a little bit. And you've probably seen me make closures before if you've been around here a little bit. And if you haven't, welcome. These are fun. Okay, so I'm just gonna glue these together and set them aside so that they have a chance to grab. And they'll be ready when we're ready to use them. And with those extra pieces of cardstock, they're nice and strong. Okay, and then let's get busy making some pockets. What did I do with my pocket paper that I cut? I actually, here it is. You know what I have? It's a good thing I didn't accidentally use part of that as my closure, which is what I was thinking about doing. I actually, though, have, and I'm tempted to use, another sheet of this that I scored up and ended up not using. I think I might do that. Because I like that. I like that. I like to use those contrasting papers like that. Or like, you know, this is the same paper as what's on the outside. Okay, so we are gonna cut this and use this one instead. Change my mind. This actually will be a good use for this one because I had scored it, which means it's kind of burnt for other things, but it'll be just about right for the pockets for this. Okay, so let us cut up all of our different sizes of pockets, and since I've already mistakenly scored this, I'm gonna just cut around the score lines to make mine. You don't have to do that with yours, of course. Three pockets for 3 spaces, okay? I'm on the wrong side. Let's not put them on the wrong side. Make sure you put your pockets on your side with your notch, okay? You don't want to mess that up. Okay, so we've got 3 sizes here. And, oh, that's such pretty paper. I'm gonna round my corners on the ones that are going on spaces that have rounded corners. This guy is actually gonna need to be a little bit shorter than the others because of that other pocket. And then this guy is gonna get rounded corners too. And you can do this in terms of your notches and where you want your notches to go. You can make your pockets alternate. I think I put them all facing the same direction, but you could have these 2 facing over here and this one here. That's kind of fun. It's up to you. Let's punch those notches. I think that I might actually do it that way for a change of pace from the other one that I made. And I want this here, and I want this here. Okay, and then this guy is gonna get one also here. And they're gonna go on like that. We're just gonna ink them up real quick first, and then we will do our little back ephemera guy, and he comes together really quick. It's actually a new way of making an ephemera folder that I have not done before that I really liked. It was super quick and easy. I've done other ways before, and then we're just gonna glue these guys on. Edges and bottom only, so we preserve our pockets. And ooh, just with a nice little edge around there of that pretty postcard paper in the back. I like the way that looks a lot with this classy, I don't know what you call it. It's kind of like wallpaper, but with handwriting over it. Okay, and then this one goes on this way. My notches are totally not centered, but I actually kind of like it. They're staggered, just the right distance from each other. And I think that looks neat. This guy goes this way. And that's our pockets. Yeah. Ooh, that's looking pretty. That really makes me want to decorate inside here on these that need something. Okay, but we'll do that later. What we're gonna do on the other side, so we already, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Don't put this, darn it, Rachel. Don't put your top pocket on yet. We have to put our closure on over there. That's no good. I told myself to do that first. I said, make the pockets, add the closures, and I mucked it up anyway. Okay, that's okay. We actually probably still have time. Let's find out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So for this side, I have to know what I want to do. I'm gonna cover up that hole, all that pretty. No, I'm gonna put this one on this side. So I need to put this, just this little strip on before I can put my closure on, and I need to put my closure on before I put my pocket on. Order of operations is very important, but it's okay, we won't die. This is actually a very easy fix. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna ink my closures as well. They're still a little bit gummy. Okay, so we're gonna decide where that's gonna go on here. Yeah, let's punch a hole first in the middle. And you can do this with an awl. This is a handheld crocodile, but a little pokey tool works just as well. Now I'm gonna put it in here where I want it, and I'm gonna just mark it. And I actually might need to use an awl for this because my handheld won't reach. Which is good. We can demonstrate more than one technique at a time. Okay, and then I'm gonna take my brad, I'm gonna put it through my circle, and I'm gonna put it inside of my flap. Yeah? Good. And then I'm actually gonna put a whole piece of paper over this just to really protect it so that I can put my pocket on and things won't get caught. And I'm gonna glue that down nice and secure. And now we can put our pocket back on once this guy is on here. Otherwise, we would stick those brad legs right through the pocket, and that's no good. Okay, let's try again. That was a simple fix. No problemo. No worries. Okay. It's all about how you react, right? You're gonna mess it up now and then. It's all about figuring out how to fix it, not panicking. Okay. Yeah. Our pockets and our closure. Okay, so now on the other side, this one doesn't matter so much because it's just decorating over the closure. So we will actually just do our interior. So this is where you're gonna need your 8.5 by 11s. And I'm actually just gonna put this aside for a second. So we're gonna fold these in half. And I'm just using this craft paper because I don't like to have white. And then we're gonna fold it in half again. And we're just going to slide them inside here and make sure so we're gonna need to cut them just a little bit. So we want our fold down here, and we want to cut off the top, right? The open top, so that it comes in underneath. So I'm gonna just mark that, and I'm gonna fold this guy too, same way. Fold in half, and then in half again. And then I'm just gonna cut them all at once together to that seam size. Give them a nice rub down. Okay. Take that guy and put him through the cutter. Now, these are gonna be our little pockets, right? So what we wanna do is open that up and glue this side just along this opening on both of them. So that we close up our pockets. Soup, soup, soup. Okay. Yeah. So now I'm just checking as I go to make sure my open spots are up. And I've kind of got these arranged together so that my folds are both on the bottom. My openings are all on the top. And I'm gonna glue these two sheets together right down the middle. Okay? You see how easy that guy's coming together? And then I'm also gonna glue, I don't wanna move it out of place here. Actually, giving it just a little second here to, and then I'm gonna glue in the inside, also down the middle. Okay? And lastly, same with the backs. Right down the middle of that last opening, right? So now our whole guy is glued in the middle. We've got our pockets glued. Just want to make sure I'm not having extra glue everywhere. And then we can glue inside of here. And we're gonna do that exactly the same way. First, we're gonna just put one down the middle and put our flap down on top of it. Okay. Make sure that he is in there where we want him. Yeah. And then, well, might be better to open it up actually and check that. Yeah, yeah. Looking good where it needs to be. And then you can also glue down the middle on this back side. And that's going to give us our accordion pocket. And I'm actually going to give myself a little bit of ink because I didn't really ink this side. So I want to do that here too because I am missing it. Just gives that little bit of extra something. Some of those spots that were cut start looking a little iffy. Okay. Now I'm going to put my closure on too. So I'm going to use this guy. So I'm going to cut him off. He's a little wonky. This is scrap I had laying around. I believe this is from the same paper pack, and it is super beautiful gold. And I'm going to put him, I want to make sure actually that I'm straight on both ends too here. A little bit off. I think just that side was a little bit off. So, yes. Yes, yes. Do I want it this way or do I want it this way? I think I liked it the other way. So I'm gonna round the corners too, because I'm gonna put it right up. Oh, of all the times when I need to match something, it actually would have been better to glue it on and then just do it again when it was glued on. That's okay. I didn't do it that way. Now we're going to put this guy on and we can put our closure on. And we're almost there. And then it's just decorating and filling it up. Yeah, I've got a little bit of a wonky piece on the side there. That's okay. Gives it character, right? All right. So then let's give this guy a hole. Yeah. And poke a hole in here. Oh, I like that. I like it. That's the thing. This little guy turns out so nice and cute. Just flexible and easy to fill with all the stuff. All the stuff you want. Okay. This video got a little longer than I expected it to be, but that's okay. And so now we can just wrap twine. I don't have my, well, this will do. This is perfectly long enough, I think. Around the back of one of these and give it a knot. I usually do two just to be sure. that I'm nice and secure. And then I'm gonna trim it. That's probably not quite enough. I want that guy hidden. Go. Go away. And this wraps then perfectly just underneath. And you can keep that guy just long enough to wrap around like that on the back side, and it will keep them both closed very nicely. If you want, you can wrap around. Oh, that looks so cute. You've got your accordion. And I'm gonna just do some decorating like I did on this one. I just put some nice little bit of collage on there to cover up those brad legs. You could also do another pocket if you wanted to on here. Actually might consider that for this one. And then it's just a matter of whatever decoration you want to do. Oh, this one is just crying out for some decoration. And that is that. The double-sided pocket folder thing. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.